On October 8, 2025, U.S. President Donald Trump unveiled what he called a realistic pathway to lasting peace, a 20-point plan aimed at ending the long and bitter conflict between Israel and Hamas. This plan goes beyond a ceasefire. It lays out a complete framework for rebuilding Gaza, from humanitarian aid and demilitarization to governance reform and economic revival, all under international supervision. What makes this proposal notable is its ambition to combine strict security guarantees with opportunities for reconstruction and self-determination. It envisions a Gaza that is stable, economically viable, and at peace with its neighbors. Let's explore the 20 points that make up Trump's peace plan and how, if implemented, they could reshape the future of Gaza and the wider Middle East. Before I continue, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends, so more people can discover this content. Also subscribe to receive more content like this. In October 8, 2025, U.S. President Donald J. Trump unveiled a comprehensive 20-point peace plan aimed at ending the war between Israel and Hamas and establishing lasting stability in Gaza. The proposal, presented as a framework for a new Gaza, seeks to combine demilitarization, reconstruction, and governance reform under international supervision. It represents the most detailed U.S.-backed initiative since the 2020 Peace to Prosperity Plan, integrating security guarantees, economic incentives, and humanitarian restoration to foster coexistence between Israelis and Palestinians. The 20 points is as follows. 1. Deradicalised Gaza. Gaza will become a terror-free zone, posing no threat to its neighbors, with complete demilitarization and the eradication of extremist elements. 2. Redevelopment for Gaza's people. Reconstruction will prioritize the welfare of civilians who have suffered through decades of conflict. 3. Ceasefire and Withdrawal. Once both sides accept the plan, hostilities will cease immediately, and Israeli forces will withdraw to agreed positions pending verification of terms. 4. Hostage return within 72 hours. Within 3 days of Israel's acceptance, all Israeli hostages, both living and deceased, must be released by Hamas. 5. Prisoner release by Israel. In exchange, Israel will release 250 life sentence prisoners and about 1,700 Gazans detained since October 2023, including all women and children. For every Israeli hostages remains returned, Israel will return 15 deceased Palestinian detainees. 6. Amnesty and safe passage for Hamas members. Hamas members who renounce violence and decommission their weapons will receive amnesty or safe passage to other countries. 7. Immediate humanitarian aid. Full humanitarian aid will flow into Gaza in accordance with the 19th January 2025 agreement, restoring essential infrastructure such as water, electricity, hospitals and bakeries. 8. Neutral distribution of aid. The United Nations, Red Crescent, and other neutral agencies will oversee aid distribution without interference from either side. The Rafah crossing will operate under prior international mechanisms. 9. Transitional Governance. A temporary technocratic Palestinian committee will manage Gaza's civil affairs under supervision of an international board of peace, chaired by Donald Trump, and including global figures such as former UK Prime Minister Tony Blair. 10. Economic Development Plan. A Trump-led economic initiative will convene experts to rebuild Gaza using models from successful Middle Eastern cities, stimulating investment, jobs, and growth. 11. Special Economic Zone. A preferential economic zone with negotiated tariff advantages will be created to attract regional and international investment. 12. Freedom of movement. No one will be forced to leave Gaza. Residents may freely leave and return, with encouragement to stay and contribute to rebuilding efforts. 13. Demilitarisation and Reintegration. Hamas and all militant groups will play no role in governance. All tunnels, weapons and offensive facilities will be dismantled, with disarmament verified by independent monitors and supported by international reintegration programs. 14. Regional guarantees. Regional partners, including Egypt and Jordan, will guarantee compliance and ensure Gaza remains peaceful and secure. 15. International Stabilisation Force. A U.S. coordinated multinational force will deploy to Gaza to maintain order, train Palestinian police, and work with Israel and Egypt to secure borders and prevent arms smuggling. 16. Progressive IDF Withdrawal. The Israel Defense Forces will not occupy or annex Gaza. Withdrawal will proceed based on milestones tied to demilitarization and international stabilization force control, with a limited perimeter presence maintained until stability is achieved. 17. Implementation. Despite rejection. If Hamas rejects the agreement, reconstruction and aid will proceed in territories verified as terror-free and handed from the Israel Defense Force to the International Stabilization Force. 18. Interfaith Dialogue. A structured interfaith process will promote tolerance, coexistence, and the transformation of social narratives among Israelis and Palestinians. 19. Pathway to Palestinian self-determination. Once governance reforms are implemented and stability is achieved, conditions will allow progress toward a credible Palestinian statehood process. 20. U.S. Led Political Dialogue. The United States will establish a forum for ongoing dialogue between Israel and the Palestinians to define a sustainable political horizon for peaceful coexistence. Trump's 20-point peace plan presents an ambitious blueprint to end the cycle of violence in Gaza through phased withdrawal, international oversight, and economic regeneration. Its strength lies in linking demilitarization with humanitarian renewal and governance reform. However, successful implementation would depend on the cooperation of all parties: Israel, Hamas, regional states, and international guarantors, each of whom must accept difficult compromises. If enacted faithfully, the plan could mark a transformative step toward a stable and self-governing Gaza, integrated within a broader framework for Israeli-Palestinian peace. Thank you for watching. If you found this analysis helpful or thought-provoking, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who are interested in global affairs and peace initiatives. And don't forget to leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on whether you think this plan could really work.